Hello everybody, and today we're talking about the situation with Conor3D and Premiumsalad. Now, Conor3D is a person with about 300,000 subscribers, and Premiumsalad is a person with about 90,000 subscribers. They both upload on similar content. They both upload badges, codes, tips, tricks, basically all of that. And you've probably seen them from like the Egg Hunt or something, watching their tutorials. But recently they've gone into a little bit of a feud. Now, if you watch Scrimsock's video, he talks about it, but basically he doesn't wait until like the other person said their other response, so he doesn't wait for the other person's side. So I mean, like, I really wanted to talk about it, and also I wanted to go ahead and discuss his side because I feel like it's really important to get both sides whenever you're talking about something. Of course, there's time where you can't wait, but it's best to get both sides. And basically the entire premise of it is Conor3D is accusing Premiumsalad of being a copycat and basically stealing all his titles, thumbnails, tags, or at least a lot of them from his videos. So if you think this is pretty interesting and you want to see more content just like it, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe with notification bell so you can get my every upload. I upload every single day at around 3 p.m. Eastern if you guys want to go ahead and check out my other content. So without further ado, first we're going to be looking at Conor3D's side since he's the one that's accusing him of stuff, and then we're going to be looking at Premium's defense. Now, they both released twit longers, and since they're so long, I'm only going to be reading like the introduction, and I'm just going to be summarizing the rest of it just for the sake of time. So Conor3D's introduction begins by saying, recently I've been receiving multiple comments on my YouTube channel and having people join my Discord server saying I've been copying another YouTuber called Premiumsalad. At this point, I've known Premiumsalad for multiple years, so I checked out his channel and was very surprised at what I saw. A channel that looks almost exactly like mine content-wise. The people saying I'm copying him are wrong, and this post serves as proof that it's actually him that is copying from me. I've known that he's been incredibly inspired by my content for almost a year now, but I didn't say anything or do anything as he was a small channel and wasn't interfering with me nor my communities. I am mainly making this post to defend myself from the straight up defamation that has been happening to me over the past few weeks. Now, in my opinion, Conor does make some pretty bad points, but what he does is instead of videos, he's basically explaining how the guy copies him, and even when he doesn't upload and Premiumsalad uploads before him, he still copies him due to the fact that Conor's badges are open to everybody. So what Premium does is he looks at the badges and then makes the video on the exact same topic. Now, I don't believe that's copying. I feel like you can make a video on the same topic and it wouldn't be seen as copying, because even though it's on the same topic, it's completely different in the sense that their text is completely different, their personality is completely different, even though since it's like badges, they do the exact same thing. For instance, people have called me a copy because I do the same topics as Kenokin sometimes, but the thing is, everything else about the video is different. Maybe the thumbnail has the exact same style because it's the same topic, but pretty much everything else is completely different. So as long as everything else is different, who cares? But I do feel like Premiumsalad sometimes takes it a little too far. Now, in his like piggy morph thing, you can see that the thumbnail is like the exact same. I'm gonna be honest, if you show me these thumbnails side by side, I think the exact same person would have made them both times because of how similar they are. For instance, this could be literally a spot to difference game because of how similar they are. For instance, the only thing different I see about them is the backgrounds. One of them is blue and one of them is white. Also, the text font is a little different, but everything else about it is pretty much the same. And hey, maybe I'd let that one slide. But how do you guys literally start into the exact same frame? Now that's something different. And say almost identical things. Like, that's on the sus side. I feel like somebody there was definitely copying or taking a little bit more than inspiration. And also checking out a little bit more thumbnails. You can see how they're literally the exact same. It looks like that whole, you can copy my homework, just change it up a bit. Like, for real, some of these are literally the exact same. Like, for instance, this one. What's the difference? There's literally like nothing. You can tell that all they did is just like change the top Roblox logo to the other side. And it's quite sad, honestly, because you could definitely change these to make them a lot more different, even though they're covering the exact same topics. Now, Conor does go into how he's apparently copied his video tags and like titles. I don't really agree with that because even though tags might be similar or tags might be completely copied, I feel like they're just tags. And also with the titles, I feel like it's kind of hard to make a brand new title when you're talking about the exact same topic. So I don't really blame him for that. But now that we spent a ton of time talking about the entire thing with Conor, let's go ahead and show Premiumsalad's response to all of this and how he defends himself. And the situation. Now, in here he says, whenever I made a video on a badge or something in game, Conor would also do the same thing by seeing what game I've made a video on. This has been happening since last year. I'm not going to really go into that because I feel like even if you do the same topic, as long as you don't like take the entire thumbnail and maybe not take the entire title, you can have like a really similar title because it's a title, but an entire title, I wouldn't say that was okay. But in the end, if it's the exact same topic and everything else is different, I don't see the problem with it. Because it shouldn't be that as soon as somebody uploads a badge video, you can no longer post a badge video on the same thing, otherwise you're seen as copying. I just don't think that's fair at all because people upload at different times, people have different schedules, and also people go to sleep at different times. So pretty much everything's different, and you shouldn't have an entire badge that you can't do just because somebody else did because you don't want to be called a copy. Now, under the video thumbnails category, he talks about how he didn't actually copy Conor's thumbnails. He just over time progressed towards copying his thumbnails and his thumbnail style of having like the little Roblox logo in the corner and also the yellow text. Now, I don't think thumbnail like text should be copywritten and you shouldn't be able to use it because somebody else does, but I do think it's kind of weird how similar the text is, and I do think he copied it because it's just like you have to try to get that. You have to try to look for stuff to really copy his thumbnail text, and they're like exactly the same. The only thing that's missing is like the same font. It's not like it's basic or something. It's not like it just has an outline. No, it has so much extra stuff that you wouldn't get unless you actually wanted to copy them. Then Premium posts like a thing where you show that Conor is copying his thumbnails actually, and some of these are, I think, completely stretching. For instance, the rocket chair one, it's just like those are completely different, I would suggest, and they're both in different rooms. They're both said differently. The only thing that's the same is the badge, which of course is going to be the same because it's the badge. Same with the secret cove thumbnail. I feel like that's completely different too. The only thing the same is the badge. Everything else is different. And also, of course, the thumbnail text, but Conor had that first. So I do feel like he's kind of stretching and trying to find anything possible to make it seem like Conor copied his thumbnails, but I don't really see many thumbnails that were supposedly copied. But when you look at Conor's evidence, you can see that these are obviously copied. For instance, this overslept one. You can obviously tell that Premium copied him on this. Like, it's exactly the same. Even the backgrounds are the exact same. There's literally nothing different. And also the free unusual ones. There's literally nothing different. All there is the Roblox logo that he changes to try to make it seem like he isn't copying him, but it's obvious at this point. And then Premiumsalad obviously defends himself with the whole video tags thing by saying that Conor also copies his tags. Now, I don't understand the entire beef with the tags because tags, you can't even see them on the video. I don't know how that's copying because it's literally just tags. It's literally typing a couple words in. It doesn't really matter at all. Now, title, I can't see that's different, but at the same time, how much different can you make a title be when you're covering the exact same topic? So I really understand how you could be seen as copying someone with their title, but at the same time, you can't really copy somebody's title because it's the same topic, therefore you guys have similar titles. Now, he also addresses the Scrimsocks video on him, and in it, of course, Scrimsocks also mentioned how he was recording the intro in the exact same spot, but he says that was just a coincidence. I don't see how that can be a coincidence. I mean, like, it's gonna have to be a big coincidence considering how it was literally the exact same frame that it was recorded in. Like, bruh, how does that even happen? But the funny part of this entire situation is it could have been easily prevented. How, you might be asking? Well, on his tweet longer, he says, on the 13th of July, Conor3D unfollowed me on Twitter and unfriended me on Roblox and Discord, then banned me from his Discord, leaving me no way to communicate with Conor. I wasn't aware of this because I was working on some videos after I came back home, but as you can see from that, Conor literally unfollowed him, unfriended him on everything, and banned him from his Discord server. So if he hadn't done that and instead just contacted Premium, I guarantee Premium would have explained all of this and not had to make a tweet longer, and you wouldn't have had to make a tweet longer, and it would have been all fine and dandy. So it's really crazy how easily these situations could be prevented. But of course, I do think that Premiumsalad did copy him on a lot of things, but I also think Conor copied Premiumsalad on some things. And I think it's completely fine that you took inspiration from his topic and you took his topic and used it in your video. Of course, it is best to provide some type of credit in the description if you do use somebody's topic, but in the end, if you did just use their topic, it's not really copying. But the thumbnail thing, I do think you copied his thumbnail. It's just simple. You can tell easily that you copied his thumbnail. There's no denying that. Conor has had some also copied thumbnails of yours, so you guys are pretty even when it comes to copying, if I'm being honest. Maybe you copied Conor a little bit more, talking about Premiumsalad, of course, but in the end, I do think this could have been resolved really easily. Anyways, tell me your opinion on this down below. Who do you think copied who? Because obviously I think they copied each other on some basis. And yeah, who do you think copied who more? I do think Premiumsalad actually copied Conor more because, you know, the entire thumbnail, text, and everything. But of course, I always want to hear your opinion on it down below. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe, notifications on, follow me on Twitter, and join my Discord down below for updates like this instantly and to know what's going on inside of the community. And yeah, comment down below, like the video, and goodbye.
Got my eyes on a computer screen, trying to work my digits in. I fidget with my lettering, but never with my sentences. I pause and check the clock, and it appears it's 6 a.m. again. Another night wasted or another day finished, and my mind is steady running in place. I don't want to fall asleep, cause I got so much to say, but I don't want to stay awake and keep exhaustion at bay.